PirateSoftware quits WoW, gets exposed for faking playthroughs and more. This guy, man.
I thought I was having a rough week.
This guy's having a rough month. Well, let's just say that God gives his biggest challenges to his strongest soldiers. Yeah, that's correct. All right. Let's see. We're going to just go ahead and here and click this first clip.
I won't be playing hardcore WoW on stream again. I don't give a shit about any of this stuff anymore.
Damn.
If you came here to like talk about it, or you want to do the thing, you think it's part of a soap opera.
Just
a bit.
Just talk normal. Just stop.
That's his normal voice.
It's not his normal voice.
You're just being a hater, Dan.
And I know that it's annoying constantly having to talk like this and kind of always putting yourself in this thing, but don't you want to just like be able to emphatically speak without having to constantly be in tone? Don't you want to wake up and be yourself? Aren't you tired of being another man that you're not?
You're just a hater, okay?
I am a hater. This guy.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's the end. Like, just like, that's how H3 ended his content nuke. He said, F this guy. I feel the same. And how exciting is it? H3, if you have not heard the news, this is probably not in here because my person who does this is a little bit low on the upkeep. H3 has said that they are doing a part 2 against Hassan.
That's wild, man.
That is poggers.
That's just going to be crazy.
It is. And he said that he was going hard.
This is going to be like the Two Towers. The Empire Strikes Back. The second one's always the best one, you know?
You know, it is. And then there's the third, the trequel.
Yeah?
Yeah, the trequel. You don't expect the trequel either. See, he's never done one before. This is going to be the first in the trequels.
It's going to be crazy.
I don't even know what he's going to come up with. He's right on the inside, so he knows it all, you know? He knows the housekeepers' names. He knows where the silverware is. He knows all the pieces of the puzzle, and he's going to be able to tell us all.
The door codes.
Exactly. He's going to literally walk...
The vault access.
He's actually going to go walk in, and he's going to get the information that we need, because Hassan still has not changed the door codes. That's it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. All right. So... PirateSoftware exposed for cheating in multiple games. What? I hate game cheaters. Who's this guy? This
Atrioc.
is Atrioc. What did this guy do?
He's a cool guy now.
Oh.
I watched his Animal Well playthroughs. Okay, I watched the whole thing, but it was on second monitor.
Wait a minute. I remember what this guy did. This guy is Ludwig's BFF, right?
I'm sure they've made up.
And I liked the video. And I remember thinking in the video, I was like, damn, he's fucking...
You know what? This looks like a guy who would pay for deepfakes.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying.
Atrioc never said anything mean or dumb about us ever. Why would you just shit on him for no fucking reason? You're actually...
Sorry, I'm just
No,
kidding.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't mean that.
No, it's all good.
Then
we can talk about Dan Clancy and Hassan some more. Go ahead.
Sorry, I take back what I just said. I don't mean that. You don't look like that. You look like the opposite of that.
Atrioc does good content.
He would pirate them. I agree. He wouldn't get them for free.
Okay.
He wouldn't pay.
Good at puzzles, man.
Sorry.
Like,
my bad.
Go back to the beginning. I don't even know what he's saying.
Okay.
Stuck. That's what I remember thinking.
There we go.
I watched his Animal Well playthroughs. Okay, I watched the whole thing, but it was on second monitor. And I liked the video. And I remember thinking in the video, I was like, damn, he's good at puzzles, man. I was like, if I was doing this, I'd be stuck. That's what I remember thinking. Okay? And then during this drama, I'm like reading some of the comments on this WoW drama, and somebody offhandedly mentioned that he faked it, that he like looked up a guide, that he like was clearly like he says things that happen before he gets there, and he like I don't know if that's true, but I rewatched some part of the video, and with that knowledge, it looked so much different.
Knowledge.
So I'm not saying anything. This is not, I don't know. All I'm saying is I wish someone smarter than me could look into it. I wish someone smarter than me that knows Animal better than me could check, because that would affect my opinion. I watch his...
Sorry. Okay. Well, we forgive him. You know why I forgive this guy? Because he took the hard road. He actually did it. He did the whole apology tour. He clawed his way back.
What a god.
Who is this guy?
Your mom.
And why does he look so...
Apparently, PirateSoftware cheated in like every game. People are now saying that he played. Like, he plays like puzzly games.
And he's like, yeah, I can tell that this piece goes here. And it's like, bro, you don't know that yet.
Do you know like Redstone in Minecraft? Or no, in like circuitry and Rust or whatever, right?
That's my fault right there. I should have just...
Very professional.
That's my bad. I'm going to go ahead and put that on mute right there. Sorry.
Imagine you're playing with a guy on your team and he's like, wouldn't it be cool if there was this thing in circuits for Rust? And somebody's like, oh, there is. Like, wow, that's awesome. It would be really smart if they would have designed this thing. And you're like, oh, that exists too. He's like that kind of guy. He pre-looked it all up.
Who is still like believing that this guy is super smart? That's what I don't understand.
The problem is, this is the read I have on this guy, okay?
Okay.
Be very careful, chat, because you guys are all smart guys, okay? But there's a bad archetype you can fall into.
That's true.
The bad archetype there are people who are like 120 IQ who really wish they were like 160 IQ. And I think that's him. He probably is a really smart dude, like probably above average intelligence, but I think he has to be like the smartest guy. And he has a really hard time not being like the absolute smartest guy. And that's why he has to like read ahead on games that he streams and shit for.
I don't know if he's really smart. I feel like he's probably like, what's average IQ? Is that 100? Is that the definition of average IQ is 100?
I think so. But I think that he worked for software penetration at Blizzard. He's probably decently smart.
I don't buy it. I don't think he's that smart. I think he's... Listen, this guy said some dumbass shit, even about computers and stuff, and he's supposed to be an expert at that shit. And he relies so heavily on like all this past lore about like being at DEF CON and stuff. Like, I've gone to DEF CON. You ain't never hear me say that shit one time. I don't even remember which one it was. It was like 100 years ago.
Well, some people are like, if you go to DEF CON, people are really into DEF CON.
Yeah, but he rests on those laurels so hard. It's like it's like all he is.
Well, yeah, but for people that really like shit like that, it's like Burning Man for tech nerds. So we're like, I got a group of people. We went to our favorite things. We played all the games.
I went to DEF CON and it just smelled like...
Yeah, because you don't know anything about computers.
I know everything about computers.
They were like, this guy lost...
You don't even know the color space of what these cameras do.
He lost a Destiny Play Plus certificate online quiz. They were like, this guy doesn't even know what a...
First off, like 3 of those questions I should have gotten correct, okay? Because I don't even know what operating system we're dealing with. And they were saying, what is the startup? Where do you deal with the startup stuff? There's 2 places. It depends on which operating system. Okay, it can be in Task Manager or it could be in MS Config. I don't know what we're dealing with here. Like current year or like a few years ago. That was an older quiz, and I feel like I was unfairly targeted as a result of that.
He claims to be a legendary Eve player too. Oh, hold on. Find those videos.
That's one thing I never got into. You guys were all big into that Eve shit. That's like
it's not a good game. You wouldn't like it because it's a horrible game.
I feel like it's a lot of shit without a lot of payback. Like a lot of micromanaging people, kind of.
It's just like a community thing.
Yeah. All right.
The Eve shit is going to trigger you. Wait, hold on. I got to see this now. I didn't even know this was a thing. Wait, YouTube real quick. PirateSoftware Eve. Is it in here? Wait. Is it in here somewhere?
No. All we have is Candace Owens doesn't believe in dinosaurs. Oh my God. Look at all the stuff we have to get through. It's going to be so exciting.
Wait, it might have been in there. It just wasn't loaded up.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Somebody linked in chat. Uh-oh. They might get perm banned. 40. Give me a timestamp. Go back. Oh, come on, guys.
Guys, we expect better from you than this. Am I supposed to watch 45 minutes of content? This guy's agreeing me.
Click it. It's the same video, but
ladies and gentlemen, one of the
timestamps at the bottom.
To what?
To look for timestamps in like a description or something, maybe? I don't know. Or does anybody reference the thing in the top comment?
Better video, AE Studios.
Dan.
Oh, I would do that myself, but I don't have my computer.
Don't worry, I got it. Okay, wait here. Chat with us about Australia for a second. Give me the mouse.
Okay, so here, take both.
Oh no, I just need the mouse.
No, please. Be my pleasure. So, in Australia, in Melbourne, really good coffee. I got to go play tennis. No, I didn't get to go play tennis. I get to watch tennis. And they have like this Half-Life 2 shit, this camera. It's like a drone from Half-Life 2, like the ones that are like, coming and monitoring people when you're at the start of the game with all the dudes that have like the muffled, voice or whatever. Anyway.
Wait, is this real life or is this in a video game?
What's that?
I don't know what the you just said. It sounded like you were describing like the start of a match for like airsoft?
Tennis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So they have these drones. They're not actually drones. They're on wires, but they're very thin to see the wires. Anyways, huge ass things out there for the cameras. And tennis sucks because they want you to drink, but then you can't say anything whenever they're serving. They get really mad if you talk. And then the guys that I was with, I was like, on my, you can tell when the Americans are speaking because they'll talk when they're serving or something. I don't know.
Are you playing with a lot of New Zealanders or are those Australians?
I don't know. That's like the best Australian accent I got. But they're like please do not speak when they're talking. And I had to withhold all of my dignity not to like be like, I don't know, apparently it's some American versus some Italian dude or something. Sinner versus saint. Look at this guy. Look at him go. Eve offline. PirateSoftware.
Okay, let me just check this and listen real quick. Hold on.
Triple aliens, triangle people, right? Aliens. And this was a faction inside the game. We decided as players to align ourselves with this, and we moved all over the game for about 1 year, traveling around with no home, going and fighting this war that went on to turn certain areas of space into lawless land, right? And we went all over the place. We took all these different stars, and it was fun. It was super awesome, but we didn't really have a home. We never had a place to live, and having ownership over your space in Eve is kind of a big deal. So when we got 27 stars, those stars formed into a place in space, a pocket dimension called Pochvan that looked like this, and we owned a full third of this because as we had been taking these stars, we were dropping structures in them. When it moved into Pochvan, those structures stayed.
Hold on, I'm sorry. What alliance was he a part of, or what coalition, or what year was this? They had 27 posses set up. I feel like this would have been one of the largest coalitions in Eve if this was the case.
What the the Pasha?
POS is a player-owned star base, I think. These are the big things that you build around. I think it was for stars, right? To mine resources. These are but these are the biggest things.
This is like a Zerg base in Rust, huh?
He said he was in test? Oh, okay.
And now they couldn't be replaced. If a structure gets destroyed in Pochvan, it never comes back. You can never anchor a new one. It's gone. So these were unique, and we were the powerhouse that owned that space. The problem was this. It didn't work. It was broken. When we got to that section of space, they had one piece of content. This was called a dread site raid. The dread sites...
Can I stop right here real quick?
Yeah.
I think I'm at a point now. I hate to say this.
Oh, no.
I hate to say this. We're going to catch some good guys in the mix.
Oh, no.
If you have software that like writes and draws like this as you're talking... I think that you're a bad person. That's it.
I do this.
No, I think this, like drawing like this and like doing little arrows and
What's wrong
X's and
with
everything.
paints?
I'm sorry. Microsoft Paint, okay. This,
He's using paint.
yeah, but he's doing it in a way that's like very professional.
Fuck you.
I don't like it. He has like a drawing pad. You can't draw that good with a mouse. There's no shot.
I'm going to start using my pad.
You can do a raid with 15 people, and you kill the boss, and then afterwards, the boss gives you negative reputation and negative money. That's what happened, and every week,
Why
we
am
would
I
talk to the
handwriting
devs,
so
and every
bad?
week, they would try to get us to test it on live servers again with our live characters for 2.5 to 3 months. We lost 70% of our online players. About half of these people never came back. It was a goddamn mess, and we got pissed, and eventually they finally fixed it, but then they put a target on our back, because they have this thing inside of EVE Online called the Economic Report. The Economic Report actually tells you how much money each area of space actually makes. And
Oh my god, I don't remember any of this. Okay.
they finally released
Maybe this is either after I was playing or...
Economic Report 1 month after they fixed our area of space. So imagine 3 months of the game just being shit and us being broken, nothing working. And then 1 month later, they release an economic report after they fix everything. And now everyone thinks we've been making a shitload of money in a pocket of space that no one can touch us in. Yeah, and no other player will believe you because it's EVE Online. So yeah, that sucked. So that was cool to see. And the devs never actually put out a statement about this. They never told anyone that it was broken. So everyone thought we were lying about it, but we weren't, which was cool. So after that economic report came out, we're like, Jesus Christ, we started having to fight battles and it was super annoying. But we got good at it. We managed to close all the wormholes in our area of space because wormholes would open up at random. We could stop people from coming in. And the only other way you could get in was through a filament. Well, every one of these systems that was on our side of space and all around Pochvan would require a certain amount of reputation to get through the gate. If you didn't have the reputation, you couldn't get in. Right?
Fuck, okay. I don't know. I can't call him out because I don't know any of this stuff.
I don't know any of this either. I know that he's cringe as though, and I don't believe him.
You're a paint hater. So you know what, Dan? We don't believe you right now.
I don't hate this guy. No, I love Microsoft Paint, but this guy is cheating and he's using like a drawing pad.
Too late, Dan.
So this scene is probably going to...
Dan couldn't program any of this.
This is just a list of fucking variables.
Lines of dialogue.
This is like a language file.
Array starting at 1. Not good, guys.
This is literally like a language file.
Stuff. Now this is actually
I look at these all the day. All day.
You're doing a
Not
good job,
all the
okay?
day.
that contains all the dialogue for a specific room. But this is
Because
all
he
the
said that
interactions with
specific
Sheldon
rope
here.
to
This
Jesus.
right here is actually the code for that room, and basically what I've done is I've rebuilt this entire thing. It's about 1,000 lines of code right now, which is quite a lot of stuff. But
That doesn't look like
basically,
code.
this is how I built cutscenes. It's a number.
That's
of
why I
switch
scrolled through
state-
it so fast. It's not real code.
You know what I like?
It's fake code.
I like programming languages that don't recognize return. I like to make everything on one line. I just have a huge program, and instead of measuring lines of code, I measure characters.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a better way to evaluate.
Like
how good of
a
programmer you are.
jQuery minified is the way that you program.
Yeah, exactly like that, for sure.
Yeah, I
That's
gotcha.
why I'm a big JSON fan, because that can just be on one line, and it's just a ton of shit. I
Yeah.
like that. Like,
Love JSON.
you go to compile stuff, and it's like error,
The best.
line 1.
I
I'm like,
personally-
that's
yeah.
the only place it would be. Absolutely true.
Yeah.
statements that allow me to go between the different timelines. the different timelines that we have based on the actions that you perform throughout the game. So if you treat some of the characters differently in Animus, that's going to go to different timelines in this, and that's going to add different dialogue into it. And if you answer the questions that Sheldon has differently, it's going to change that as well. So yeah, it's kind of a short one. I'm sorry I didn't get more stuff done, but that was a hell of a thing. That's the second time I've gotten COVID. The first time took 9 months to recover. This one took probably I think it was in total about 20 days. So thankfully I'm back on it, and I'm back to working on stuff. So I'm sorry that there's no update, but I will see you guys all later.
This dude has been working on this game, which apparently is supposed to be like a super fucking easy game. It's like he's making a game on like a thing called Game Maker or some shit like that.
It's 1,000 lines of code, Dan. 1,000 lines.
I think I shit out 1,000 lines of code every fucking day that
His
I wake
don't
up.
come from ChatGPT.
No,
These are
neither do mine. I don't think they do, at least. I hope not. It's possible they do. I don't think so. But anyways, I'm not impressed. I think this guy sucks. I think he's a faker. That's what I'm gonna tell you.
wow, so original. The whole internet's saying that.
You know what else? I don't even program. I think I could beat this guy in a A+ certification test.
Think
if
so?
we do it online, I think I could do it. Like, I give myself.
Okay, the gauntlet's been dropped.
Yeah. Hey, PirateSoftware. You're so fucking tough shit. I will donate $1,000 to your cringe ass ferret charity if you beat me
Jesus.
in a A+ certification test, which you won't because you're made and not smart.
There's
There
any
you go.
evidence or like any like part of his playthrough that should be glaringly obvious that he has looked up a guide is this.
Not for sure it would be in here, would it?
I don't know what that dude just said. Did you hear that?
Yeah, if there's any part where it's like glaringly obvious that he's cheating.
Wait,
Uh-oh.
it's the lengths. It's the lengths. This is 4 blocks wide. This is 4 blocks wide.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that. Yeah. He's so smart.
That right there, that just can't be. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. That connection is insane to just make like that and just hit bullseye. It's insane.
He'd be like, yeah, I'm that
It's
insane.
that's 4 blocks wide. This is 4 blocks wide. Oh,
I get really mad when people are bad at like
Faking?
Fa-
I can
like,
fake this so much
so
easier.
much better.
So much easier.
like
First,
you would at least
you have to
take a little
struggle.
bit. Yeah,
Struggle for a
struggle
little
and
bit.
make incorrect guesses.
We're such good sociopaths.
Make incorrect guesses.
This guy is like, he's like a 1 out of 10 on the sociopath scale, which is why he's losing.
We should have a
Sociopath off.
fake off.
Yeah.
Where we play 3 games and we cheat on 2 of them, and people have to figure out which game do we
Oh my
not
God,
cheat on.
they would have no-
idea. It would be random at guess. It would be 33% exactly across each game.
Yeah, I'm
It
sure.
would be so impossible to figure out.
oh, you know what else is 4 blocks wide? Everything in the entire game.
This guy probably thinks he's like doing such a great job of cheating too. He's like, yeah, nailed it.
Somebody said this is the hardest puzzle, and it took weeks for the entire community combined to solve this puzzle.
Like,
This is the kind of guy who would play Call of Duty Ghosts, or no,
I didn't play that game.
Call of Duty Zombies.
Okay.
And on his very first playthrough, he'd be like, wait, do you do this? And he would solve the whole thing, like, quote unquote, blind. He'd be like, oh, does this, oh my God.
Oh my God, you shoot this thing, all of the little yellow lights.
They all come out, and you got to talk to this guy, and yep.
Yeah.
oh. No.
Then again, this guy does have a mustache.
But
so
to be fair, I mean, faking a playthrough and doing stuff like that, it's just a show. It's entertainment. People,
all right, buddy. Albino Vivo. Wait, did he really have Vivo in his name? What is that from? Is that from a day of like the what do you call it? Like those companies that would like buy you up on YouTube way back in the day. Remember? Don't you remember the?
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah,
They
isn't
were
Vivo?
called,
yeah, I don't know.
not CMS for content management, not CDN for content delivery network. They were, oh my God. I was in one. I was in 2 of them. Polaris,
Yeah, you were.
The Game Station.
You were.
They were called,
Why did someone say September? MCN? Is that it?
that's that, multi-channel network. And then
Yeah.
I think they had a different name maybe before that or after that. But
So
yeah.
this poor bastard's like, all right, well, that's my new name. I'm Albino Vivo. Legacy from 10 years ago. All right. Well, Heartbound. Yeah. So that's the game this dude is making. He's been making it for like 10 years.
Well, how long has Reckful been working on his game?
Well, he's dead. He gets a pass.
Oh, well, okay.
And his game is farther along than this guy's game is, too.
You don't know that.
His game is like ready to be played and shit. Yeah, it's true.
Donkey created a publisher. that
7
published-
hours. Oh, look how cute this is.
I will get the disc eventually. Kangaroo is this one-stop empty room, but there's...
I'm going to tell you, this looks about as unenjoyable as possible for me. I think I'd rather give myself a colonoscopy.
Because you're not a true gamer, Dan.
No, this is just not fun.
Well, not
That's
when
what
you're
I
not a
would
true
see. That's
gamer.
why he's like folding up shit. It's like, you know what? I'd rather play with paper than do this shit.
You're a hater.
This game sucks.
You're a hater. You're just hating
Yeah,
everything.
I do
now.
hate this. If this is a 2D game, what's up with these graphics?
Somebody said this is Donkey's company's indie game, and it got really well received. So now,
You know what? I don't care.
this isn't even his game. Somebody said,
I don't give a shit. Donkey, you know what? Ain't watched his video in like 2 years. You know why? He fell the fuck off. Tell me I'm wrong. When's the last time you watched a video game Donkey review?
Maybe he's just living life now.
Yeah. Maybe he fell the fuck off.
Jesus.
Yeah. Did he elaborate on Animal? Well, yeah, I actually put a pinned comment underneath that YouTube video that everyone was freaking out about. We played that game for 83 hours live on stream, my dude. Like, you're watching an edited down short of that that's
Out of
7 hours
context.
long. That's why. Yeah, we
Hassan
played it
strat.
for 83 hours. And we actually did it like a week after launch. So there's a bunch of people that are trying to say that, you know, it took weeks for the community to solve this shit. But in reality, like, we did that like a few days after launch. So, like, no. And also, there was nothing on there that said we did that blind. We were playing around with the community. Everybody was trying to chip in to give it answers and shit. It took us, like, 5-6 hours
The
for most of
little
those
weasel
forums.
words right there. You hear it?
I did that over
the
an entire
we.
week. It was like 6 days of.
Okay. Wow.
Dude, this guy, he has elevated himself. You know what I guarantee you, as we go through this list today, do you know who will not be in this list?
Who?
Darkside Phil. Do you know why?
He's honest about exactly where he's at.
He knows that he sucks at fucking video games. He ain't like PirateSoftware, trying to be like, I'm a god of this game.
Might as well have Googled it and looked it up. Which then would contradict the statement, which is, in this house, we solve puzzles, right? We don't look at the solutions. But it's like, but you are looking at the solutions, because if you're reading your chat and your chat has had knowledge you don't have, then you're being spoon-fed the entire game. And you're robbing yourself of the experience. You're literally, like, you are. Now, I wouldn't expect anyone to ever solve the Wingdings puzzles on their own, because it's not meant to be solved that way.
Oh, and they did it in 40 hours, somebody said.
So that's fair enough.
Oh,
but it's
right.
just like when you say that in your video, and then you make it seem like you're the smart one. You're like, oh, you didn't believe me, guys. Like, you know, in the video, it gives you the wrong impression, right? So, and then of course now we can backpedal and be like, guys, you know, I was collaborating with chat all along. We were just having fun together.
Wow.
Yeah.
What an unbelievably horrible person.
You know what? He's a weasel, not a ferret. He chose the wrong animal. He did the Wingdings puzzle. What's the Wingdings puzzle?
You don't know the Wingdings puzzle.
Do you think we can do the Wingdings puzzle? Dude, I bet you were so stupid. I don't even know if we could get past level 1.
On what game?
Whatever this is.
I could beat this game.
No.
That's what they all say. I mean, it's normal.
This guy is cheating his balls off. I'd be there like, what the does this shit want me to do? I would be there for 4 hours, give up, and go jerk off. That's what would happen. False DMCA. That's what I want to see.
Uh-oh.
Not supposed to do that.
Ferentino is developing idle streaming bonanza.
I love that director. My favorite.
Content creators like Moki Payne, Asmund Silver, and CQX. It's a streamer drama parody game where you match button prompts, watch the bits drop, and feed the brain rot. Each level's a time capsule
Am I
of
in
live
here?
stream Phil's greatest hits. There's Dr. Disrespect's grooming allegations. Pokemon expensive
Okay, I hope I'm not
You know what? Let's go into the next video, actually.
XQC,
You know what?
dude.
Nah, it's an older video. They wouldn't
7
have...
days old. You know what? It's fine.
Ferentino's newest level referenced another big streamer named PirateSoftware.
Oh, God, they're adding videos. They're adding levels?
You know what? I think I support PirateSoftware here. Good for him. Good for him.
And boast an impressive resume from working at Blizzard during its glory days to hacking for the United States.
Oh, for f***ing Christ's sake.
All he's seen is the cream of the crop. But some of that cream's dissolved due to, well, it depends on who you ask, I suppose. Some don't like how he appeals to his own authority or misrepresents arguments when he's in the wrong. Others don't like how he doubles, triples, or even quadruples down when he's in the wrong. And some don't like the double standards he applies to himself and others when he's in the wrong. It's not the being in the wrong that people don't seem to like. It's how he mishandles it, and how these events clash with his
You know what
wise
else?
persona people have come to know him for.
Hey.
That's
He's
why
got really nice
says
hair.
No.
What?
The putting the hair in front of your face thing is explicitly a girl thing.
He's shading himself from the pain of the world.
No.
He's so insightful, he can only look with one eye
This
at a
is the
time.
most thing. Why?
Hater,
Why?
hater alert.
No, I am a hater. What the f? Put your fucking hair back. You.
that I am a scumbag and manages expectations. The event Ferentino chose to immortalize in his game referenced the hardcore World of Warcraft raid drama, where PirateSoftware abandoned his team, referred to as roaching out, and was later removed for his behavior following the incident. The level is called Irate Hardware. A wizard had a cockroach squirming in a game chat. And a voice line from PirateSoftware
Look at
can
it.
be heard.
Look at him go.
Because you're angry right now. Of course I ran.
Ferentino then posted a clip of his game to the livestream fail subreddit titled He Put PirateSoftware Drama in His Indie Game. In turn, PirateSoftware issued a DMCA takedown notice to Valve. This
This is not good to do this. This is a guy who knows nothing about the
Allegedly,
law.
they hold the copyrights to their voice found here, and that your use of their voice without their authorization infringes on your content.
So the problem is that his voice didn't even make it into the game. It was just like a cut that went to YouTube, like trying to be like, oh, you can't use that. It's actually a very interesting.
Wait, are you sure it wasn't? It sounds like they just clipped his voice, no?
Yeah, but it didn't even make it into the game. It was just a YouTube thing. Like the game was never released with that.
Oh, that's weird that Valve would get the takedown then, but...
Well, no, he was like,
my voice.
you know what? You'll hear it later on. I'm just so smart.
As displayed on the developer's live stream, my voice is being used in this game. The developer does not have the right to use my voice. He included a link to the Twitch clip. The game was taken down. Plot twist, the Steam version of the game didn't actually have Pirate Software's voice.
Oh my god, you knew that. That was crazy that you divined that from the early part of this video. That was very impressive.
I didn't pre-watch that either.
That was,
I just, you know, I could see from the way that the DMCA letter was formatted that
You
as
knew
a result of
that's-
that. Well, I mean, some of us who have been, you know, I worked at Blizzard for 14 years, and as a result of that, I can pick up on these things pretty quickly. This is kind of something, you know, it's a blessing and a curse, but overall, I would say that in general, you get better at spotting these things. So, yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, let's...
The Twitch clip was of the developer's personal build, not the marketplace build.
Ooh.
Ferrantino filed a counter notice to get his game reinstated. He also sent a support ticket to Pirate Software and his team directly to tell them his voice was not in the game, and he asked for the DMCA takedown notice to be withdrawn. Mid-live stream, Pirate Software spoke about receiving the counter notice and expressed his intent to sue the developer.
Oh my god.
Hey, Kronos, we have to file a legal complaint against that dude earlier. I'll pause this for a moment.
I like it. I need to start doing this.
No,
When you
no,
say,
no,
like,
no, stop. Don't
What?
give our secrets away.
No. I'm not talking about any of your dumb shit.
Yeah.
Speaking like you just sound so much more official. How every time he talks,
like you have a company.
yeah, he talks like his team is like 100 people. Like, oh, we had to go ahead and do that. I'm gonna say this from now on. Like from now on, whenever I say DGG, it's gonna be we. We had to go ahead and
The
respond.
Desbala Brigades. You remember that shit? Hassan losing his mind over some DGG community. 30 members in it, and it's called the Desbala Brigades.
Wait, what was this even about?
I don't know. It was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. He's like quote tweeting like, yeah, these guys, they call themselves the Desbala Brigades. It's like the meme photo of like all this random shit, and there's like 30 members in this Twitter group. It is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. Oh god.
There was a dude earlier today that went on to Reddit and said that he was using my voice in a video game, showed a bunch of videos of it, and then put that game up on Steam. A lot of people in the thread told him not to do that would end up being a legal problem for him. He did it anyway. So I filed a DMCA claim, and he has now filed a counterclaim against me. We're going to take you to court. You're going to lose. You cannot use somebody's likeness or voice in any way inside of your games without their permission.
You want to go ahead and do a quick pause? Pause. Bet you anything that Pirate Software has not filed a
complaint? No, of course
legal...
not.
He has 10 to 14 days to do it. He hasn't done it. Fuck you, Pirate Software, you lying motherfucker. You ain't done shit. Fake ass voice having mother...
Damn.
Gotcha. You ain't file stuff. Where is it? Proof up, or the fucking game comes up.
Uh-oh.
It's a really stupid thing to do. Incredibly so.
Where's
So I'm
the
gonna send this over to Kronos now.
date on this?
7 days ago.
Oh, how many days? You got 3 more days, Pirate Software.
Now, because he is a lawyer in copyright law. That is his job.
Wait,
You cannot use somebody's likeness or voice in any way inside of your games without their permission. It's a really stupid thing to do. Incredibly so. So I'm going to send this over to Kronos now because he is a lawyer in copyright law.
Oh my god,
his
a
job.
lawyer in copyright law. There's so few of those, and they're all geniuses.
Kronos, we have 14 days to respond to this.
Oh, he got your thing. Oh no, I pushed the wrong button. Sorry. Wait.
Brandon Ferrantino has developed...
It's actually 10 to 14 days.
It's a really stupid
Depends.
thing to do. Incredibly so.
Well, if it's 10 to 14 days, then it's within 14 days. What do you mean?
No, it can be 10 days they can get restored.
Oh.
Yeah, undefined part of the legal law.
Well, this might just have restoration, but I'm
legal
sure
law.
he still has the legal right to sue, regardless of if he waits for.
Oh,
the
yeah, he
thing
can
or
sue,
whatever.
but he gets
So I'm going to send this over to Kronos now because he is a lawyer.
The lawyers in the UK. Wait, is Kronos British?
Did he say his name is Ricardo?
That is his job.
No, it's Kronos.
Mistake. Kronos, we have 14 days to respond to this. Forwarded.
And he's a paralegal, not
And
a
also,
lawyer.
he
Well, it doesn't
doesn't-
matter if he's a lawyer or a paralegal. If he's in the United Kingdom, it's not like he can file actions in the United
Also,
States.
yeah, he doesn't have 14 days to respond. You have 14 days to file a lawsuit or the content gets restored. What a...
Come on, bud.
Brandon Ferrantino responded in a YouTube video and reiterated he did nothing unlawful on Steam.
I showed one video of a possible build or a concept and put it on Reddit. The game, that concept or what's on my machine was not on Reddit. There's no build of him ever on Reddit or on Steam. There's no data in my game of him on Steam. There's no active build with him on it. So he's chasing fucking ghosts.
Unfortunately for Pirate Software, it's a case of being confidently wrong. In America, we have very strong free speech laws. It's the First Amendment, for God's sake. This is not as cut and dry as you can't use someone's likeness or voice without permission. Although that does get spread around a lot, but you'd think people on the internet who use Twitch and YouTube would see Twitch and YouTube as enough evidence that there's more nuance to the matter. You have to consider fair use defenses and good faith activities by alleged copyright infringers. This was upheld in the Lens versus Universal Music Court trial, in which a woman was hit with a DMCA takedown notice for using 29 seconds of bad audio from a Prince song in a baby video. The final ruling on that matter, copyright holders cannot shirk their duty to consider, in good faith and prior to sending a takedown notification, whether allegedly infringing material constitutes fair use, a use which the DMCA plainly contemplates as authorized by the law. Pirate Software did not consider fair use. He didn't even play the demo. If he had, he would have known his voice was not in the Steam Marketplace version of the game.
Okay, none of this had anything to do with fair use. His voice just wasn't even here, so I don't know why he would pivot to that.
Therefore,
Okay.
he sent an unlawful DMCA takedown notice, and that opens him up to be sued.
It does, by the way.
He asked Pirate Software or Kronos if they played the game. He said they responded that's neither here nor there. It's very much here and there because beyond the existence of a perceived infringement, you have to consider what's the nature of the work, critique, review, education, etc. Is it transformative enough? How much was used? 41 seconds, by the way. How important is what was used? Does it have an impact on original market value? Is it misappropriating his likeness for an advertisement? It's not as plain cut as, you used my voice, I didn't say you could, now I can sue you. Now keep in mind, I'm not a free speech defense lawyer out of Connecticut that steps in from time to time to help content creators pro bono when their freedom of speech is being impeded, but Mario is, and he says Pirate Software's false DMCA takedown notice of idle streaming bonanza was unlawful. I spoke with him. Mario happened upon Ferentino's video talking about the false claim, and did not like that someone with a large and impressionable audience was spreading free speech misinformation. He also did not appreciate the lawsuit bully tactics. I quote, "It pissed me right the f off." So Mario reached out to Brandon Ferentino and took him on as a client free of charge. He made a formal demand to Pirate Software's team to withdraw the DMCA takedown notice within 24 hours, and it seems to have worked because the game is back on the Steam Marketplace. There is some charity that can be given to Pirate Software. He is a big streamer, and big streamers rely on their mod team to keep things running smoothly, so it's possible he relied on secondhand information in good faith and thought his voice was actually in the game. I reached out to Pirate Software and Kronos for comment on January 24th and 25th respectively. I will update the article in the Substack if and when either responds. The only thing left currently is seeing if things end here between Pirate Software and the developer. There are consequences for false DMCA takedown notices, but Brennan Ferentino and Mario would have to actively pursue it in court. Ultimately, in these cases, the court fees tend to outweigh the damages.
They should sue that.
A formal statement.
They're not going to. They should.
I don't even know what they would get.
It doesn't matter. Someone like Pirate Software can't crowdfund a defense, so he would just cough up.
Well,
the
yeah, but this guy would probably have to pay how much money to sue him for, and who even knows like how much it's even worth. All right, we have Pirate Software doubles down on unlawful DMCA, Discord chats, and email included.
Should have used redact.dev.
Uh-oh. Making a long story short, Pirate Software publicly responded on Twitter to assert his belief that the DMCA takedown notice wasn't unlawful. The DMCA was absolutely not unlawful. We filed a DMCA in response to the developer claiming that he put my voice in his video game in a playable build, and he showed evidence of this on video via a Reddit thread.
Yeah, that's already you've lost.
Okay.
What a
Told by many others that doing this was not legally advisable and decided to move forward anyway in another thread he made about this here. When we filed the DMCA, he then went on to state that this was all bait in an effort to boost his game. You can see this on his YouTube video here. We took down the DMCA notice as he reached out and stated that he would be voice acting the lines instead. You're spreading misinformation in a biased form to generate views. We've handled this through the legal route as is appropriate. What?
The Hassan system.
Damn. Okay, to make a long story short, he responded on Twitter. Mario Surame,
Never trust.
the developer's lawyer,
Italian
replied,
Super Mario Brother
that Italian
characters.
The DMCA you issued was unlawful. You should review the demand letter we sent with an actual U.S. attorney, not a person from Britain who is not admitted to practice law.
What does the SIC it means? Like they made a mistake, but we're assuming it's correct. We're correcting it, right? Like
It'll be like for like a typo.
spelling is corrected.
No, they don't correct it.
Oh,
They'll leave in the typo, but it's to make it look so that people know that you're not misquoting or typing something incorrectly, basically.
the spelling is incorrect.
Something like that.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Okay. Mario is referring to Pirate Software's head mod Kronos, who Pirate Software described as a lawyer in copyright law. However, Kronos is a British lawyer and not an attorney.
What does that mean?
In the United States, I think there's a distinction. You're like a lawyer just means you have your JD, but you're not like bar certified. I don't know.
The
if that's...
Britbongers, you know, the serious ones, they got the fake hair they put on when they go do the court shit. Do you know that?
Is that true now still?
Yeah, they go in there and they're like, hear they. Who has matters before thy court today? You like my British accent?
That's amazing.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it was great. Okay. So, okay. Mario's referring to lawyer. Cronus is a British lawyer, not attorney. From my understanding, in the US, the words attorney and lawyer are used interchangeably. In the UK, lawyer is a general term for someone who has completed law school, but may not necessarily be licensed to practice law. Worth noting, the US and UK have different free speech laws. Cronus may not be qualified to represent private software or make assertions about US law. Okay, so this guy, who is this guy? I don't want to say something stupid, but it sounds like he doesn't know anything about the law either. It doesn't matter if he was a real lawyer or not. You would have to file a motion to, I don't even know if you can bring somebody in from outside of the country to be your lawyer. You can do this from other states, but I don't think you could ever.
Yeah, I mean, anyone can type up a DMCA.
Yeah, none of this also is legal shit yet. These are just paper, these are angry letters of people writing back and forth to each other.
Yep.
What's new? Expanding the timeline, more detailed. Make a short story long.
Brandon Ferrentino.
True.
Posted. Oh.
What is this?
Oh my God, white mode Discord. That's how I know this person is a psychotic.
You mean a psychopath?
Psychotic sounds better.
Idle Streaming Bonanza was the game. The appropriate parties will reply to this ticket when available. Oh, hey, is this the game that includes the clips of Thor speaking a game? I saw the Reddit thread about this. Looks like you were warned by people on there about the exact outcome. It don't matter. The DMCA will get removed. Thor's voice is not in any content on Steam. Y'all jumped the gun on something that doesn't exist on Steam. Good job. We can and will file legal proceedings based on the use of the clips from voice. You're entirely able to voice act the lines yourself, and we would no longer have an issue with using someone else's voice rather than Thor's. We'll turn this into a blah, 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 blah. Okay. Why DMCA my Steam game when the issue was a Reddit post? True. Under Steam Terms of Service, we are able to file this DMCA for the game as it currently stands. Published builds display this content within the game. Whether or not it is in the demo is irrelevant. You chose to publish a clip. Is that a published build? And then does that just not see anything?
Can't see anything. This guy's. I can't believe the liability that you expose yourself to for doing a false DMCA when you know it's false and you have shit like this. I feel like it's $150,000.
I don't think they would get the ultra max payout for. I doubt any of this would even.
We would have to prove damages. There's some statutory parts to it though. When you can prove bad faith. I love that podcast, by the way.
I thought Mr. Hall represented a fellow named Kronos as an actual copyright attorney. Do you know whether Mr. Hall has counsel concerning the DMCA takedown? Imagine you were the same individual in the ticket yesterday.
Hello, not an attorney, just to be clear.
The Mario guy is a real lawyer, right? The reason why he's asking, my guess is the reason why he's asking if Mr. Hall has legal counsel is because I'm pretty sure it's illegal, or it's it's an ethics violation for a lawyer to directly contact a client if they have legal representation. You're not allowed to do that. You'll get in big trouble for that.
Oh, so this guy's hold up.
Yeah, if you're not even a real lawyer, I need to figure out because if he has representation and he's trying to contact him directly, he would get in big trouble for that. Using Mr. Hall's voice without permission is not fair use. We discussed and agreed that they would not, and as such, our issue has been lifted. If you were an attorney, I would say you were a bit out of bounds, but you were not. I believe my client believed you were, based on the standards of Mr. Hall on stream. Sir, what do you base that claim? Is DMCA take on lifted? I got this.
This guy's like. I hope this guy gets because of it.
Myris and I, blah, 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 blah. Do we cover the rest of this? Dear Mr. Hall. Is that Kronos or is that Thor?
That's
Thor.
Thor.
His middle name is actually Thor. Or do you think he changed it?
I don't. It's like so cringe that he calls himself that too. God, what a loser! What a. Imagine you have a normal ass name and you're like, yeah, my big name is Giant Dick. I want to go by Giant Dick. That's my middle name. It's like, come on, man, out of here.
Well, if your middle name was Giant Dick.
This guy doesn't even look like a Thor. He looks like a.
He's got long hair. It's nice.
What is his name? Who does he look like? He looks like a, what does he look like? Like a Jamie. He's a Jamie. A sexually ambiguous name that can go either way. You don't know. Male or female, but probably fucking obnoxious.
Jesus.
That's true. Jamie is a good name that can go to either way.
Oh, damn, he's hitting him up with the... Oh, man. Okay, the Mario guy's a real lawyer, dude.
Yeah, and what's this?
Due to PirateSoftware's silence, Mario sent a follow-up. Yeah, this guy didn't respond. He's like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
PirateSoftware is free to ignore the letters and free to pursue a lawsuit if he wishes. The purpose of the follow-up was to note that Mario and Ferrentino reached out in good faith to have a discussion about the use of PirateSoftware's likeness and Idle Streaming Bonanza in a good faith attempt to avoid possible litigation for future claims. Mario believes... Blah, 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 blah. This is a follow-up letter. January 30th, PirateSoftware responded to my Twitter post with his public tweet. The DMCA was absolutely not unlawful. We filed a DMCA in response to the developer claiming blah, blah, blah.
This guy never doesn't double down. He is just he just goes full constantly. He never stops.
You know what he is?
What?
Jussie.
He is Jussie Smollett.
Do you remember Jussie in court?
He wouldn't stop.
Do you remember, did you see him in court?
Yeah,
even after he was convicted, they did sentencing at the end. He was like, I just want you guys to know that this still happened to me. This has been a great misjudge. He's still
like,
stuck
even
with
after
it.
the dudes are like, this guy paid me to do this. And he's like, yep. It's Trump's strategy without the charisma or that's what it is. They're just shitty Trump.
Oh yeah, and then the guy, when Jussie was getting led away, he was like, I'm not suicidal. I am not suicidal. No, bro, nobody's trying to kill you. Oh my God.
Nobody gives a Jussie, okay?
Damn.
God,
Well,
can I crowdfund like someone to sue this guy for all his fake DMCA? I'll pay. Like,
Jesus.
do I want to say that? How much could it possibly cost? This guy's so in the wrong based on everything I've said.
Depends on what you're trying to do. You want to go to would you like send him angry letters?
Well, I just want a portion of the revenue. Like, we're gonna split it.
Revenue? You want to actually take him to court?
Yeah, we should take Pirate Software to court for the false DMCA, and we split it. Who's the guy that got wronged? What was his name again? Mario?
Oh.
Mario.
Mario's
Mario, reach out to me, and maybe I fund your defense. And sorry, I don't know why I'm doing the Italian voice. Listen, but.
Oh, that's Destiny. Cheating. Oh, he was false flagging everybody that.
Was he? Did he false flag you?
No, but I'm on YouTube.
Come on. I want to test the thing.
Ingenious.
If I look away from it now, it's still there. The camera works. We can pause it to stay in place permanently because we're looking at it. Technically. That portal no longer moves.
He just basically figures out like every puzzle in like a matter of like seconds. Where he's like, oh my God, I need to take a picture of the camera. Like, it was funny. Good times. Jesus.
He's
Or
only
just
at
really smart.
Oh, he's only.
Jesus.
As far as I know. That's my opinion on the matter.
Okay. It's good to know.